Okay, let's unpack this. I mean, the way we use digital tools, it feels like it's completely changing almost overnight because of AI, right?
Absolutely. You see creators suddenly like automating really complex stuff.
Yeah, and businesses generating content like never before. And then there's this research into talking to animals. It's wild.
It really is. It's a massive shift driven by these AI platforms that are just evolving so fast.
And it's not just one niche area, is it?
Yeah,
It feels like AI is getting woven into, well, almost everything.
that's right. It's changing how we work, how we create, even how we connect with the world. It's pretty fundamental.
Exactly. And that's really what we want to get into today. We've pulled together some really fascinating info on the big AI platforms out there and the, frankly, amazing ways they're being used.
Hmm.
Think of this as your shortcut, maybe, to getting a real handle on what's actually happening at the cutting edge.
Yeah, because these tools, they're getting more accessible, more powerful, and they're really acting as a catalyst, aren't they? Speeding up innovation everywhere.
Totally. So who are the main players we're looking at today? We've narrowed it down to 6 key platforms to give a good overview.
Okay.
We've got Runway Gen-3, InVideo, Glide, Wegic, DALL, and Otter.
That's a good mix. It really shows the range, you know, from high-end video stuff to like everyday productivity boosters.
And to make sense of it all, we're going to look at 6 specific ways these tools are being used in practice.
Makes sense, like application areas.
Exactly. We'll see AI and UI design, then no-code development, you know, building stuff without coding,
Right.
then software testing, project management, real-time language translation, and even that mind-bending interspecies communication stuff.
Okay, breaking it down like that should make it clear. You get to see the practical side, not just the tech jargon.
That's the plan. We want to pull out the key insights, maybe highlight some surprising facts, and just give you a clear picture of how these AI tools are, well, changing the game.
Sounds good.
So let's kick things off. Let's look at the platforms themselves first. Runway Gen-3, what's the core idea there?
Right, Runway Gen-3. It's fundamentally about making video. It's a really advanced AI model that takes text prompts and turns them into, well, pretty high-fidelity animations and visual effects.
High fidelity, okay.
Yeah, and the interesting part is how it helps creators and filmmakers. It streamlines things, features like motion continuity so the video flows smoothly, style transfer, you know, applying a consistent look, and even real-time editing. It basically makes complex video production way more accessible. Think individuals getting studio-level effects.
Wow, okay. That sounds like a huge deal for anyone making videos.
Yeah.
So next up is InVideo. How's that different?
InVideo tackles video too, but its focus is more on automation and repurposing content. You feed it text or even just a URL like a blog post,
Uh-huh.
and it spits out a polished video. It adds images, transitions, even a voiceover. Its real strength is taking existing stuff like that blog post and turning it into, say, social media clips really quickly.
Ah, I see. So super useful for businesses, marketing agencies, that kind of thing.
Exactly. It's all about efficiency and getting more mileage out of your content.
Makes sense. Okay, let's shift gears to building things without code. Tell us about Glide.
Glide is a great example of no-code meeting AI. Essentially, it lets you take a spreadsheet, think Google Sheets, Airtable,
Right. Familiar tools.
and turn it into a working app, a mobile app, or a web app. And the beauty is the simplicity. It's drag and drop, connects to your spreadsheet data in real time.
So the app updates when the sheet does.
Yep. And it has templates to get you started fast. You can build and launch an app without writing any code. It's kind of democratizing app development, you know?
Yeah, it really sounds like it. Putting app building in anyone's hands.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Wegic? Building a whole website just by describing it?
Yeah.
That sounds ambitious.
It does, but that's what Wegic does. It's a conversational AI website builder. You literally just talk to it or type describing what you need, and boom, it generates a professional-looking multi-page website. It handles themes, navigation, even makes it SEO-friendly, all without coding.
Wow. So the barrier to getting online just keeps dropping.
It really does. It's amazing how AI is removing those technical roadblocks.
Okay, let's move into images. DLL Key. That's a name most people have probably heard by now. What's the latest?
Right, DLE from OpenAI. It's actually series DLE, DLE2, and now DLE3. The basic idea is the same. Text description in, cool image out.
Yeah.
But DLE3 is Well, significantly better at understanding what you mean, the nuances in your prompt. The images are higher fidelity, more detailed, and closer to what you asked for.
More accurate then.
Exactly. And crucially, it's now built into ChatGPT and available through an API. That means developers can easily plug its image generation into their own apps. It's becoming a really versatile tool.
So more integrated, more powerful. Got it. Okay, lastly in this section, let's talk about meetings. Making them less painful, maybe. What's Otter doing?
Otter is all about making meetings smarter. It's an AI assistant that gives you real-time transcription while the meeting is happening.
Live transcription. Okay.
Yeah, and then after, it automatically creates summaries, pulls out key discussion points, and even identifies action items.
That could save a lot of time.
It really does. And a key feature is Autopilot. It streams that live transcript to everyone in the meeting. Great for accessibility, especially with remote or hybrid teams. Keeps everyone on the same page.
Yeah, that deals with a big headache for distributed teams. Okay, so that gives us a good feel for the platforms themselves. Now, let's dive into how they're actually being used. Let's start with UI design user interfaces. AI must be speeding things up there.
Oh, definitely. We're seeing some really neat tools. UseArt is one. You can give it text prompts or even just a screenshot of something you like.
Just a picture.
Yeah, and it turns it into editable UI mockups and prototypes. Super fast. It can even pull out the style, like the colors and fonts, and lets you tweak things in real time. It makes that early design phase much quicker.
Okay, so rapid prototyping from almost anything.
No.
What about fitting AI into the tools designers already use?
That's happening too. Figma AI Assistant is a good example. It puts image generation right inside Figma.
Ah, so you don't have to leave the app.
Exactly. Designers can create or refine images, icons, whatever, right there in their workflow. Keeps things flowing much more efficient.
That seamless integration feels key, doesn't it? And it's not just for the pros, right?
Yeah.
What about people using low-code platforms?
Good point. Microsoft Power Apps AI Builder is aimed at them. It offers ready-made AI components like for processing forms or detecting objects in images that you can just drag into your Power Apps. So even if you're not a coder, you can add some serious AI smarts to your apps using that low-code approach. It really opens things up.
It really does seem to be broadening access. Okay, let's stick with no-code development. We mentioned Glide and Wegic,
Yeah.
but what else is big in that space?
Well, Bubble is a major player. It's a pretty comprehensive no-code platform, and now they have an AI app generator.
An AI generator within Bubble.
Yeah. You describe the web app you want to build just using natural language, and it actually generates a starting point for you. The basic structure, the database setup, the visual design elements.
Wow, like an AI co-founder for your app?
Kind of. It gives you a huge head start. And then there's Zapier AI.
Zapier, yeah, the automation tool.
Right. They connect like thousands of apps, over 7,000 now, I think.
Yeah.
With Zapier AI, you can now put AI steps into your automated workflows, your zaps.
What kind of steps?
Things like generating content, summarizing text, classifying information, even building simple chatbots. You can automate really complex, multi-step tasks across all those apps, still without coding.
Okay, so AI is making no-code even more powerful.
Yeah.
Both for building and for automating.
Definitely. And like we said, Glide and Wegic fit right in here too, focusing on apps from spreadsheets and conversational website building.
Got it. Okay, let's switch to a really critical area. Software testing. Making sure software actually works. How is AI changing quality assurance?
AI is bringing some serious efficiency gains here. Take Testim. It uses AI to automatically generate UI tests, the kind that check if the user interface works correctly.
Auto-generate tests.
Yeah, and they have a feature called Copilot, where you can just describe the test in plain English and it writes the test code.
Okay, that's useful.
And maybe more importantly, it has self-healing locators. That means when the UI changes, which it always does, the tests are less likely to break and need fixing. The AI helps adapt them.
Ah, so less test maintenance, which is usually a huge time sink.
Exactly. Mabel is another one doing similar things with self-healing test automation, also using generative AI. It learns from how tests have run before to automatically update tests when UI elements change. Again, it means more reliable tests, less manual upkeep. AI is really tackling the tedious parts of testing.
It certainly sounds like it. What about making sure the app looks right, not just functions? Visual consistency.
That's where Apple Tools comes in with their visual AI. They do functional and visual testing, but their AI is smart enough to only flag changes that a human would actually notice.
Oh, interesting. Not just pixel differences.
Right. It checks across different browsers, devices, screen sizes, but focuses on perceptible changes. This gives you really high confidence that the app looks right for actual users.
That human perception angle seems crucial for user experience.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move to organizing work. Project management. How's AI fitting into tools like ClickUp or Asana?
Project management tools are getting way smarter. ClickUp AI is a good example. It's integrated everywhere. You can ask it questions about your projects, get summaries, it can generate subtasks for you.
Generate subtasks,
Yeah.
like breaking down a bigger task.
Yeah, exactly. Or automate stand-up updates. It's got conversational AI right inside your tasks and documents. It's like having an AI assistant embedded in your workflow.
An AI team member, almost. What about Asana?
Asana calls their AI Asana Intelligence. They have features like Smart Status automatically updating project progress and Smart Chat for asking questions within Asana. But they're also talking about AI teammates.
AI teammates, what does that mean?
It sounds like AI agents that can actually carry out tasks or run workflows based on instructions you give them in natural language. It's a pretty interesting concept.
Yeah, that sounds potentially game-changing.
Mm.
And Monday.com, what's their approach?
Monday AI uses these AI blocks you can add to your boards and workflows, things like write with AI to help generate text or extract with AI to pull key info out of notes.
Mhm.
And they're using predictive analytics too, trying to offer insights, automate updates, optimize how you allocate resources. It's about making project management more proactive and data-driven.
It seems AI is aiming to help managers stay ahead of the curve.
That's the goal, yeah. More efficiency, better insights.
Okay, now for something that connects us all. Language. Real-time translation.
Hey,
AI must be making huge strides here.
huge strides. Neural machine translation is incredibly powerful now. DeepL Pro, especially using their API, is known for really high fluency and accuracy.
Better than older translation tools.
Oh, generally, yes. Especially if you use their glossaries for specific domains. It's built for secure, high-volume use, easy to integrate into apps. The quality is often remarkably good.
That accuracy is key for business. What about spoken language, like translating a live conversation?
Microsoft Speech Translation is strong there. It does real-time speech-to-speech and speech-to-text across many languages. It hooks into Azure's speech service so developers can build it into apps and devices pretty easily. Think live translated presentations or calls.
So building multilingual apps is getting much more feasible.
Definitely. And Google Cloud Speech-to-Text is another major player. It does streaming transcription, turning speech to text as it happens, and you can immediately pipe that text into their translation API.
So you get live translation that way too.
Yeah, enabling real-time multilingual chat or communication within web and mobile apps. The speed at which these language barriers are falling is just incredible.
It really is amazing. Okay, now for maybe the most out there application we listed, interspecies communication. Using AI to talk to animals. It sounds like science fiction.
It does have that feel, but serious research is happening. Look at the Earth Species Project. They're a nonprofit lab using large language models, the same kind of AI behind ChatGPT, to try and decode animal sounds.
Decode them, like figure out the language.
That's the long-term goal. They're looking at animals like dolphins, elephants, trying to find patterns, maybe understand the language. The hope is it could help conservation, improve how we interact ethically with other species.
Wow. Using LLMs on dolphin clicks.
Yeah.
That's mind-blowing. What about Project CET?
Project CETI, that's the Cetacean Translation Initiative. It's a big interdisciplinary effort. AI researchers, marine biologists, robotics engineers.
Gentle robotics.
Yeah, to interact with the whales carefully. Their focus is sperm whales and their complex clicking sounds called codas. They're trying to map these codas to something like a phonetic alphabet.
A whale alphabet.
Essentially, the ultimate incredibly ambitious goal is, well, the first intentional two-way conversation between humans and whales.
Wow. Just wow. Trying to actually talk to whales using AI. That really puts the potential impact of this technology into perspective, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. It shows AI isn't just about optimizing our own stuff. It could open up entirely new ways of understanding the world, maybe even other intelligences on this planet.
So wrapping this up, it's crystal clear. AI tools aren't just future tech anymore. We've seen them creating videos, designing interfaces, testing software, managing projects, translating languages instantly.
Right, and even those first steps towards understanding animal communication, the breadth is just staggering.
And what's striking is how accessible these powerful capabilities are becoming.
Yeah.
Not just huge companies anymore.
Exactly. Individual creators, smaller businesses, researchers, they can all tap into this stuff now to innovate, become more efficient, maybe build deeper connections with people, and maybe even with nature.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? How could these tools fit into your world? Could they open up new creative paths for you, streamline your work, help you understand something new?
Which leads to a final thought, perhaps, for you to chew on. As these AI tools get even smarter and more woven into everything we do, interacting with tech, with nature, what neat possibilities open up?
Yeah, and what challenges might arise, too? How will these platforms keep evolving, and how much deeper will they integrate into our lives?
It's definitely a fascinating and rapidly changing landscape to keep watching. Lots to think about.